Hey everyone, Chris here from Realridesharestories. On this channel, we do a lot of different things within the rideshare industry, so if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But before we get started, if you have a crazy Uber Lyft experience, whether you're a passenger or a driver, record it, send it my way, and maybe we can feature you on the channel. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Uber just announced and launched this new safety feature. It's called RideCheck. And essentially what it does is it will check your phone and the passenger's phone, so both driver and passenger. It will check their phones. It'll use sensors in their phone. It'll do GPS tracking. And if they notice anything odd about the ride, so like if somebody stops, and it seems like it's too long, which could be like an unscheduled stop, or if it goes off course, or if it detects what they think would be a collision, it'll send a text message notification to both the driver and the passenger to be able to see if there's any service that needs to be provided. So an example of this would be if you're driving along and a passenger says, hey, can we make a stop somewhere, like at a gas station or whatever, and you say, sure, that's fine, whatever, and you go and stop there. If you wait a few minutes or something, Uber and Lyft, well, I'm sorry, Lyft will follow, but Uber will send a notification saying, hey, is everything okay, to both you and the driver, and then you just have to say, yeah, everything's okay. Or if there is actually some sort of problem, like a car accident or something crazy that happens like that. John Spalding, yep. So it just launched today throughout the entire US. So all drivers and all passengers have this feature now currently. So yeah, if you notice something strange or something different that happens where, yeah, it'll pop up and say, hey, check in, that's the reason why. So again, you're only going to notice this if you veer off course for some reason. So if there's, say, a detour and a road closed and you have to go somewhere else, you might get that. If you stop somewhere that was an unscheduled stop, like at a gas station or to pick something up, and they notice that it's too long, you're probably getting a notification. But if there's real serious trouble, like I don't know, you do get into a car accident, it does apparently take the sensors in your phone. So if it goes through a hard G-force, it will kind of trip that in the algorithm, and it'll send out that notification to both you and the passenger. And then what it'll say is, are you okay? Do you need assistance or anything like that? And it'll give a list of different things. So it'll say like call 911 or there was an accident or whatever it might be. But everybody should have gotten an email from Uber, whether you are a driver or a passenger, just kind of explaining a little bit more. But yeah, it'll show a list of different features. And on the top, it'll just say, yeah, everything is okay, or I intended to make a stop, or whatever it might be. So yeah, that is a new safety feature that they just rolled out. The question is it really going to do anything? You know, it could, but it also could be probably a big nuisance for a lot of people, because there are a lot of times when, you know, during the summer or during good weather and there's road closures and the GPS doesn't know that, but you have to go down a different route. Now it's going to probably ping you this notification and say, hey, are you okay? And you're driving and trying to get back to the right spot because you can't proceed down the actual street. Or if you do make a unscheduled stop like a gas station or anything, it's going to probably be a nuisance. But again, like I said, on the flip side, if there is something wrong and it notices that, that is kind of a good little thing. I don't know if it's going to have like a safety feature checked in where if you don't respond to that, what would happen? They really haven't said anything like that, at least not in the email. So if anybody hasn't responded to it and kind of has seen anything beyond that, by all means, let me know. Still doesn't give driver safety, no. Exactly. Yeah, John, you're absolutely right. It doesn't give driver safety, and it really doesn't give passenger safety much either, because there's a lot of things that are variable when it comes to this. There are certain things, yes. So if it does notice your phone shakes violently because of G-force or whatever, and the sensors that are in your phone, and it records that and then realizes, yeah, that's probably a pretty good thing, because it's going to be similar to like an OnStar system at that point. But other than that, yeah, I mean, there could be a lot of different things that go wrong, or where it'll trip it, and nothing is really going wrong with the ride. But when it comes to driver safety, as John just pointed out, yes, it does make that problem where if there is an immediate threat, that's not going to sense anything or do anything. You do have the ability to press emergency service button in Uber or Lyft, so you can do that, but when seconds count, it's not going to make a difference. So what you do there is do whatever you need to do to protect yourself. Your life is more important than, anything else. So you have the right to defend yourself in any way, shape, or form. So if that, take that as what it means. Take that with your own interpretation. I'm not going to say anything against TOS, but hey, whatever you do is whatever you do. Just don't let anybody see it, but always have some sort of protection, whether it be a pipe, or mace or something, pepper spray. But just be careful, especially if you spray something, because it could get into anybody's eyes or anybody's face, including your own, if you need to use it, because you are in a closed confined car. So just make sure you do whatever you need to do to feel safe, and always have your doors locked, always pay attention, and always just know what's going on around your car, down the street a little bit, around your car. Just pay attention to it, see what's going on, because you never know what could happen. And if there is somebody in your car already and something does happen, whether it's a passenger or driver doing something that they shouldn't be, do whatever you need to do to make sure you are okay. Because yes, there are drivers out there who do stupid shit, and there are passengers out there who do stupid shit. So I'm not going to say either or. Yep, watch your surroundings. Absolutely. Just whenever you park somewhere, park where it's lit. I'm in my driveway right now, so I don't really need to pay attention because my doors are locked. But yeah, I'm just saying, you want to make sure you pay attention wherever you are, whether you're in a well-lit area, because you just don't know what could be going on right around you, and what types of things are just happening, whether you're driving or waiting or whatever it might be. So just be careful out there, but just remember that new feature is available for Uber, for everybody across the United States now. It will roll into other countries very soon, but they are doing it just in the US currently. So it is available currently as we speak right now, from passengers to drivers and everywhere in between. Lyft will be following suit probably next month sometime. They sent out an email, I don't know, last week or something, or a couple weeks ago, saying that they're doing the exact same thing, and starting in October, they're going to be doing different safety measures. But whatever that means, we really don't know what they're going to be besides a couple of things. But this smart check-in and Lyft smart check ride-in, I forget exactly the name of what it is, that will be going live very soon. Watch out for flying bats. Yeah, my windows are closed right now, so that's okay. But yeah, I mean, other than that, is this going to be good? I don't know. I think it's going to be more annoying than anything, because honestly, I have never had to dial 911 for anything or use emergency services for anything, but I have made unscheduled stops for passengers. I have, had to veer off course if there was a detour, or if the GPS just takes you a wrong way, like say it's going to go down a one-way, or if the passenger just wants to go a different route, which happens all the time too. So, these types of things aren't necessarily going to be great but when they are needed, I think it will be okay and it will be good. You hit a bear Friday. Damn. I hope you're okay. Are you okay? I mean, you're online, and that's a good thing, but hopefully you are okay. And how's your car? Hopefully it's not too bad, and it'll get fixed right away. But wow. And then what kind of bear was it? Was it a big grizzly or just like a little black bear? Either way, I'm sure it's going to probably cause a little bit of damage and take you out okay. Yeah, bear's probably not okay. Unfortunately, 2,800. Whew. That's pretty decent right there. Hopefully, insurance at least takes care of that mostly. Where are you, in Jersey? Black bears are huge in Jersey. So anybody who's driving in that area, oh, 3 weeks, wow. Yeah, so anybody who's driving in Jersey, be careful for black bear because they are very prevalent in that area. Oh, okay. Northern Nevada. Tahoe. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it could happen anywhere. And I mean, whenever you're out driving, yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. If you hit an animal while you're driving, I don't know if it's going to be, the thing's going to go off that much, but, or the G-force to trip that little safety check-in thing. But yeah, just so anybody knows, took an Uber ride from there. Yeah, so I mean, John, yeah, you just said you took from a liquor store. Yeah, I mean, so people make unscheduled stops all the time. I'm heading out in a little bit. I'm sure I will take a unscheduled stop in some way, shape, or form tonight, just because it always happens. More than likely, or I usually have them put in the app, but if it's on the way, I really don't have a problem taking it. Because you're going to get time paid for time and mileage anyway. But yeah, if it's outside that normal range, then yeah, I just kind of like try to have them put it in as a multi-stop. It's not really too big of a deal. But yeah, Ziggy, life can change in an instant. Absolutely. Can't use a regular rental car. No, you can't. Hopefully you'll be able to get your car fixed and get back out on the road ASAP. But yeah, that's very, very sorry to hear, and glad you are okay. Unfortunate for the bear and unfortunate for the car, but at least you're okay, and that's really what matters. So, Ziggy, I wish you all the best, and I hope that you are just okay. And for everybody else out there too, pay attention what's in front of you on the road. Don't keep looking down at your map. Try to keep your phone as close to eye level as possible. Don't go below the vent. You're supposed to have some sort of hands-free device for your phone when driving, just so you don't have to take your eyes off the road too much. But yeah, always pay attention to what's out there. Unfortunately, sometimes with wildlife, they just come right out in front of you and you have no idea what could happen. And it's just like that instantly. So yeah, just be careful out there when you are. While you were waiting for passenger, Uber sent me a RideCheck message. Ended up getting some whiskey as a tip. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, so people are starting to see that now because, like I said, yeah, it just went live. So anybody who does notice that crazy check-in, you know why. But yeah, it'll probably be a little bit of a nuisance. Other than that, guys, I'm going to end this now. I just wanted to let everybody know with that new safety check. And I'm gonna head out on the road now. So if anything crazy does happen, I'll go back on and let you guys know about it. But hopefully nothing will, and it'll just be like a normal good night. But yeah, everybody else, have a good night out there. Ziggy, yeah, I'm telling you, just be careful out there too. Deer jumped off the street bridge. Wow, landing someone's windshield. Damn, that doesn't happen too often. Damn. All right, yeah, Rideshare driver. Wow, that's a crazy story to hear. Interstate, yeah, I mean, you never know what happens with wildlife. They don't have any idea. They don't understand. They just see the crazy lights coming at them. They don't know. So yeah, it's wild out there. Just be careful, especially when you're driving in an unpopulated or rural or even more suburban area, because you don't know what could be out there. You don't know what kind of things are. Yeah, Alaska moose, even upstate or in the northern states, you can run into moose, you can run into elk, you can run into a lot of different types of animals. So always, always, always be careful what's out in front of you. You know, that's another thing. If you're driving in an area where it's dark and you don't really know the area, or it's winding roads, put your headlight or your high beams on and see what is in front of you, and that might help you be able to see something before it happens. At least hopefully stop or get out of the way, or maybe that animal will not come out into the road because those lights are just a little too bright. I don't know. All right, guys, but yeah, I'm going to end this now. Have a great rest of the night. Be safe, be careful, and if you see any of those messages, just know it's that new feature that came out. So as always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.